There you go.
Hi, teacher.
Good evening. Hi. Welcome.
Thank
How
you.
are
How are
things?
you? How was today?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I can't complain. No, a little bit hot, but I just took a shower, so then I already like reset myself.
I can imagine, teacher. Feel
Yes.
relaxed now.
Relax. Yes. Yeah. A cold shower, taking a cold shower. Good evening, Jaime, Ernesto. A cold shower will perk you up right at the moment.
Hello guys, good evening.
Good evening. Hi. Working. Still working?
No, I'm just came into my house, so I just get in. So I will put
Uh,
off the camera because I have to clean myself and a bunch of stuff. So I will be without the camera for a few minutes.
all right. Sure. Not a
But
problem.
I'm already logging.
Sure. Yes. So then, yes. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. So yes, I don't understand how some people they like to have like warm showers, like with warm water. For me, it's like I don't know. I don't understand that point. But taking a shower must be cold, right? Very cold. Yes, a warm shower. It's not the same. Yeah, not at all. Yes. Good. So we got the boss here, Carlos, Vilma.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. The boss Les is here. Yes. What does it take to be a supervisor in your company, Leslie? What do you need?
Leadership, a
Leadership
great
skills. Okay.
leadership skills. Also, I don't know how to say this, but maybe technological skills like how to know how to use a computer, how to use the internet, Excel. Also, it's very important to know English.
Okay. All right. English, right? English. Good. Good. How about your job, Ernest? What does it take to have your job or to do something
Let
similar?
me see. You have to,
Uh-huh.
yeah, you have to know a lot of things according to construction process, and you have to know some software. For example, software for drawing plans or for make a programming and budget. For example, Excel or others software. Many software I use. Let me see. One, two, around five software for do my job,
To do
my
your
work.
job. Okay. All right. About
Uh,
construction.
uh, mostly the most important for me in this area
Career.
is the experience. Is the experience
Experience.
exactly.
Okay.
I have been working in this since 2000.
2000, that's like
Yeah,
20,
20,
21
20,
years.
20 21 years working in this area.
Ouch. Yeah, that's a lot of experience. So how old were you when you started working?
Let me see. Uh, 24. Let me see. Yeah, 24 years.
24. So you're right
20,
now?
20, 23.
And how old are you right now?
I'm 44 right now.
44 right now.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So yes, around 40, 23 when you started working. Okay, good. That's a nice experience. Yes. And also there are a lot of experience really counts, but also means when if you keep yourself updated, right? Because there are some let's say some knowledge that is a little bit like obsolete, right, that we don't really need it right
Yeah.
now, so you need to keep updating, right, like technology.
I have to I have to I have to take updates every 12 every years. Every years. Mostly using softwares because every year's launch a new version of the programs.
Launch. They launch.
Launch.
La
Launch is other
launch.
things. Sorry.
Lunch is
Launch.
yes. Tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow at noon, the chicken and or
Exactly.
meat, right? Is
Launch new
launch.
versions.
Yes,
Launch new versions.
a new version. Yes. So you need to keep yourself like updated with this. Good. So welcome. I have Claudia is here. And how about the other ones? Can you turn on your camera so then I can see you?
Good evening. Sorry, I'm late.
Okay, don't worry. Yes, I need to have the other one. Carlos, Monica, Jocelyn. I think Marla is unwell right now, and Beatrice is just taking a shower. You just took a shower, right? Your hair is wet. Yes, Miss Hercules. Hercules. That's a very nice last name. Yeah, with this Greek
Thank you.
myth, right? Hercules, the son of what is it? It's the son of Zeus, I think, right? Yes. All right. Who else is missing? Jaime is here. I think someone wrote me today. I think it's Marla that is unwell. Yes, if you had a chance to be with Marla, so right now she's a little bit unwell. So yes, she cannot talk. She will be just listening, or maybe she can cry, but she cannot participate. She's, for example, you have this one, well, right? This is good. But when I have the suffix unwell, is the opposite. Unwell, understand? Yes, it's like
I see.
sick, right? But a little bit less than sick. I'm a little bit unwell, right? Unwell. So it's like indispuesto, indispuesta. That's the context. And what you mentioned, this one is lunch, right? Lunch, lunch. And the other one is like this one. They sound very similar. They look similar, but they are different, right? In pronunciation. Lounge, lunch, and lounge. Yes, yes.
No.
Lunch and lounge. Yes, yes. As we were talking yesterday, talking about some uh, jobs and some requirements. Give me a second. So some requirements that we have. So today we're gonna have something similar like that. We will talk about some careers that require some creativity. Like in this case, for example, I have a short conversation and let me get someone. I need to get two, Clara and Diego. Okay, I will have Carlos and let me see, Carlos and and Jocelyn. Okay, read it, please.
Okay, thanks for coming to the film festival. Directing this film was amazing, and I'm happy to answer your question about it.
Yes, hi. What is it like to direct an animated movie? Is it different from live action?
Well, for one thing, I have a lot more control. There are no actors to argue with Mel.
I guess not. But how do you direct the cartoon characters?
Well, after a screenplay is chosen, many drawings of the characters are presented to me.
And you get to choose which one to use?
Even better, I can change them if I want. The characters have to be drawn just right, like I see them in my mind.
So you decide a lot about the characters early on.
Definitely. By the time the voice actors are picked, the characters feel like old friends.
Old friends, all right. just let me emphasize on something. When
I'm not
we,
sure if it's it characters, right?
yeah, it's characters, characters.
Characters. Okay.
Yes, it's characters. The word characters. In the other one, what's the other one? Let me see. Oh, this one, drawings, drawings.
Draw.
Yeah, drawings, like drawings, some drawings. Yes. Let me get another one. Let me see. Alexis and Claudia, read it, please.
Okay, teacher. Thanks for coming to the film festival. Directing this film was amazing, and I'm happy to answer your question about it.
Yes, hi. What it's like to direct an animated movie? It's a different from live action.
Well, for one thing, I have a lot more control. There are no actors to argue with me.
Mhm.
I guess not. But how do you direct cartoon characters?
Well,
Characters.
after a screenplay is chosen, many drawings of the characters are presented to me.
And you get to choose which ones to use?
Even better, I can change them if I want. The characters have to be drawn just right, like I see them in my mind.
So you decide a lot about the characters early on.
Definitely, but the time the voice actors are picked, the characters feel like
Okay, finish.
yes,
Yep,
teacher.
I think.
Yeah. The word is,
yes, we already
the word
Yes.
is picked. Picked.
picked.
Picked. Are
Picked.
picked. Yes. Are picked.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Now
thank
let's listen how it sounds when we listen to these people talking. Just give me a second.
Unit 14, Creative Careers.
Creative careers.
Page 92. Exercise 2. Conversation. I have more control. Part A. Listen and practice.
Thanks for coming to the film festival. Directing this film was amazing, and I'm happy to answer your questions about it.
Yes, hi. What is it like to direct an animated movie? Is it different from live action?
Well, for one thing, I have a lot more control. There are no actors to argue with me.
I guess not. But how do you direct cartoon characters?
Well, after a screenplay is chosen, many drawings of the characters are presented to me.
And you get to choose which ones to use?
Even better, I can change them if I want. The characters have to be drawn just right, like I see them in my mind.
So you decide a lot about the characters early on.
Definitely. By the time the voice actors are picked, the characters feel like old friends.
It's picked, and the word definitely. So Lisette's coming. Now listen the rest of the conversation. Let me see. It says, listen to the rest of the conversation. Who helps Clara choose the voice actors? Here we go.
Page 92. Exercise 2. Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. Who helps Clara choose the voice actors?
I see there's another question. You, in the red shirt, please.
Yes, I'm curious. Do you, as the director, get to choose the actors for the voices?
I do, but for big budget animated movies, I often get help from a casting director.
Can I ask why that is?
A casting director can help you get big names, and when popular stars are used, it can bring a wider audience to an animated film, which, of course, means more money can be made.
Is it pretty hard to get movie stars? Wouldn't they rather be working on live action movies?
Actually, no, you'd be surprised. Some big names in Hollywood want to work on animated films because they want to do a movie their kids will love. And I love that.
Okay, good. So who helps Clara?
Director.
The director and the director.
The director? Which director?
Yes.
But which
Okay.
director?
Casting director.
Is the casting director, right? It's basically some movies. Do you know, for example, you know, in making movies is a really good business, you know, for these companies. But at the same time, they need to choose the right characters and the right actors. But sometimes, you know, some movies are so predictable, very predictable, that basically just by watching the beginning, you can predict the ending, right? Yes. Or do you know any other movie that will end differently? Any movie that ends differently? No, normally, for example, there's a good guy, a bad guy, and then fighting each other, and then the good guy is almost losing, and then at the end, somehow he's able to stand up and continue fighting, and then at the end he wins, right? That's the movies. Basically, that's the ending of almost all movies. But do you know any other ending that is different? Like which one? What could be something that is different?
Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is very different.
Why? Why is that different?
Because he suffer a lot. He continues to suffer. He keeps suffer in all the movie, and at the end, well, he has a special condition. He give his best efforts, but he still lose her mom. The girl that he always wanted, she died for SIDA because she had a bunch of boyfriends and bunch of stuff, and it is a different message. It is a message that he efforts, but he always suffer. But he has her mother that love him, support him. He find another friend that love him and support him. But even his boss didn't believe with him. The Dante, Teniente Dan, I don't know how to say Teniente. It's Tenant.
Tenant,
Tenant Dan. He didn't believe in him. He wasn't his friend, but he has a special mind condition, and at the end of the movie, he finished alone with his son and alone, and it was difficult. It was okay his life, but he didn't understand nothing because he has a special mental condition, and that's not common in any movie. The other thing that you already explained, yes, but there is for example, in the pop loving movies that all of them had the same speech or the same guidelines, but
almost.
Forrest Gump, it is a different example.
Yeah, like for example, Titanic is not the same.
No, Titanic also.
Titanic is not the same.
Leonardo DiCaprio could be also survive if he came up on this door then.
Maybe.
The bros didn't allow him.
Yeah, but for example, normally at the end, happy ending, right? But in this case, there's no happy ending. He died at the end of the movie, right?
Yeah.
So that's a little bit different.
But that story, we already know what happened with the Titanic. Before you see Titanic, you know that the Titanic will get into the sea.
Yes.
Because it's story.
Yes. So it's like there are some that are very predictable. Yes. It depends the kind of movie that you like. In the independent movies, different endings. Independent movies? Okay.
El cine independiente. They used to try to give you a different ending.
different endings, right? They try to change.
Like, yes, like Baron and all the movies that in Cannes, they are different, not like movies from United States. I don't know how to say.
How to say what?
No las gringadas, como dicen. I don't know how to say that.
American movies? American?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. Yes, we have, you know, some movies that they have a different ending. Good. Now it's a short listening. It says, let me see. Let me get someone. Let me get someone to read these. Jacqueline, read it, please. It was too predictable.
Listen, it was too predictable. Listen, the case and Grant talk about things that often happen in movie. Numbers the parts of a movie in order they are mentioned.
Mentioned, yes. So you have to put the numbers like which one is number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. You have this one. A new plan is put into action, right? A problem is presented, something bad happens, and all hope is lost. The main character is introduced, the bad guy is defeated. So I think you can have an idea, right? What is the order? Which one do you think is the number 1, Ernest?
Sorry?
Which one do you think is number 1?
A new plan is put into action. Maybe a problem is presented.
A problem is presented, maybe. Now we need to listen and categorize them. Which one is first, according to the conversation? Here we go.
Page 93, exercise 4, listening. It was too predictable. Part A. Listen to Casey and Grant talk about things that often happen in movies. Number the parts of a movie in the order they are mentioned.
So, what did you think of the movie?
Well, the acting was good, but I thought it was too predictable.
What do you mean predictable?
I could tell what was going to happen even before it happened on screen. All of these action movies have the same basic story.
I don't think so. What about Star Wars? That movie is totally different from this one.
Well, okay, this movie is set in Washington, D.C., not in space, but the basic formula is the same. First, the main character is introduced, the good guy.
Right. We had Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, and in this one, we have the President of the United States.
Exactly. Then a problem is presented, right? Usually the problem is bad guys who do something wrong, and the good guys have to stop them. That's when the action really starts.
Of course, because it's an action movie.
Right. So, like Luke has to save Princess Leia and fight Darth Vader. Or, like in this movie, the president has to fight enemy soldiers trying to take over the White House.
And then something bad happens, and it seems like all hope is lost.
Exactly. In this movie, it seemed like the president was winning, but then the bad guys kidnapped his family.
And in Star Wars, Princess Leia's planet was destroyed.
But it's all really just a test of our hero's strength and determination.
Wow. Okay. It really does seem like there are some similarities. So then finally, we get to some good stuff, like the president setting a trap for the enemy soldiers.
Yes, a new plan is put into action. Remember how the Death Star spaceship had one weakness? Luke and the rebels plan to destroy the ship.
And in the end, the bad guy is defeated. Luke destroys the Death Star, Princess Leia is safe, and Darth Vader is spun off into space.
Thank goodness, right? And in this movie, the president's family is saved and the soldiers are sent to jail. It's a feel-good ending.
And that's the most important part.
Okay. Which one is number
Teacher,
1? Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm a big fan for Star Wars, and actually, if I remember the episode 4 episode, right? Is well, it doesn't matter. And the number 4, the Star Wars. Actually, the rebels plan the destroy the Death Star, and the number 6, the Return of the Jedi. Actually, well, Luke doesn't destroy didn't destroy the Death Star, but a problem is presented. I don't know what to say. That is confused for me.
A problem is presented is when something, normally at the beginning of each movie, there's always a problem. Like the good guys need to stop the bad guys. Yes, good, but thank you. Yes, which one is number 1? Everybody, which one is number 1?
The main character is introduced.
Introduce.
Perfect. And number 2?
A problem is
A
presented.
problem is presented.
Presented. All right. Number 3?
Something bad happens.
happens
And hope is lost.
All hope is lost. All right. And then?
A new plan is put into action.
All right. And the last one?
The bad guy is defeated.
The bad guy is defeated. Yes.
Defeated.
Is defeated. Defeated, you know the word defeated, right? Defeated?
Yes. Yes.
When you blow out someone or something, defeat. Yes. And here we have an example. Like yesterday, we were talking about some jobs. Like there's one example here that says web content manager, right? That we saw yesterday, which is part of the book. And we have some other examples here that these require a lot of creativity. I think, right? Depending. It says creative jobs. Let me get someone to read it. Monica, read them, please. Creative jobs.
What kind of jobs are these? Complete the chart with the compound nouns. More than one answer is possible.
Read them all.
Okay. Band manager, club DJ, editorial director, game animator, gameplay programmer, new photographer, songwriter, storyboard, artist, stunt person, talk show host, quality assurance analyst, and web content manager.
Yeah, like the one that we saw yesterday, web content manager. Yes. What is a stunt person? By the way, what is a stunt person? Stunt?
Doble.
Huh?
The one.
Yeah. A stunt person is like the one doing, normally they are the one doing the most dangerous parts of a movie. That's a stunt person. It's like, for example, everybody admire, right? This guy, Vin Diesel, right? In his movies that he's jumping out of the cars and then riding some motorcycles, doing some, I don't know, like acrobatic movements with the motorcycles. But in reality, it's not him. It's his stunt person. He's just the actor, right? But, you know, they get all the credit. But in reality, the stunt person is the one doing this. And I don't know if you read, but a few, I think was last year, if I'm not mistaken, that a stunt person died filming one of these Fast and Furious movies. I think, yes. Which one of these would you do? Or which one do you think it's more creative? Which job is more creative? Santa Maria? Which of these jobs is more creative?
More creative?
Yes.
I don't know, maybe a storyboard artist. It sounds like dynamic, I think.
Yes, it could be, right? There are some different jobs. And we have this one. Just give me 1 second. Perspective. Let me get someone. Carlos, read it, please. Carlos? Okay, David Cotto, read it, please. Carlos, David?
I'm here, sorry, I was
All
on
right.
mute. I have a degree in a journalist and I am amateur photographer. I'm considering a career as a news photographer who covers conflict around the world. Do you think that's good, dangerous? Too dangerous?
Too dangerous? Good, thank you. Let me get someone else. Let me see. Leslie, read the next one.
Sorry, is the second one, right?
The second one, yes.
Videographers like me who shoot weddings and other social events.
Who shoot weddings?
Who shoot weddings and other social events often work evenings and weekends. I want to have a 9-to-5 job, so I'm looking for a job with a major studio. Is that a good movie?
Is that a good move?
Move, sorry.
Yeah, it looks like movie, right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Vilma, read the next one.
Okay. I love movies and I love action. So I'm thinking of becoming a stunt person who knows, yes, who know the person who takes the place of an actor in dangerous scenes. What do you think?
What do you think? A stunt person, right? That it takes the dangerous scenes in a movie. Good. Thank you. Let me get another one. Yes. Ernest, read the last one.
Okay. A talk show host who interviews artists, politicians, and celebrities gets to meet lots of people. I love to meet new people. Do you think that would be a good job for me?
Do you think that would be a good job for me? Okay, perfect. Claudia, and the last question is this, which of these careers do you think will be the most interesting and why?
I don't know, maybe more interesting.
More interesting and why? A journalism or video?
Well, it's interesting in
videographer?
journalism, but it's interesting, but the man in the picture wants to be a photographer in conflicts around the world. Then it's so dangerous. Maybe the second one.
Why the second one?
Because he works in a weddings and social events.
Events?
Events, sorry. Maybe that one, because I don't know. Well, I prefer the last one.
You prefer the last one?
Yes, I would like to do it. Yes, I would like to do it.
All right, a talk show host. Can you get, what could be an example of a talk show host? What could be an example?
In our country, maybe if we think about it, I think that we don't have. No, but this program.
Which one?
Is there the program? Milena, tu amiga. Because the person who was in the talk show, after that was I don't remember the word, teacher, diputada.
Politician? No.
No.
A deputy?
She's
How
in
do
a
you
congress
say?
or something.
Congressist,
A
congressist.
congressist, a deputy? Okay.
Yes, then the program we don't have anymore. And I believe that in our country, we don't have a talk show in that moment. We have another cases, Laura Bozo, caso cerrado.
¿Qué pasa, el desgraciado? Perdón. Sorry,
So,
sorry.
Something like that.
something like that, yes. Talk show, but it depends the kind of job. Yes.
Yes.
But I think that there are some jobs that are very interesting, but at the same time are very let's say how can I tell you, like it's well compensated. It's well compensated. Some jobs are well compensated. Yes. For something little that you do, you get good, like good salaries. Yes. A good pay. Yes. It's well
But here
compensated.
in El Salvador, teacher, neither of all of the jobs are well paid here.
Well paid here? No.
No, they are not.
Well, there are some jobs that are well paid. Yes.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
but that they mention in the examples to be a journalist, sometimes it's not well paid here.
Oh, yes, maybe, right? Depending where you work, depending the company that
Yes,
where
if
you work.
you work in a government, maybe you will have a good salary.
Maybe. Yes. In the government, yes. Yeah. It's true. Okay, now what we're gonna do, as I told you yesterday, since we're talking about jobs, and we're gonna work in pairs. We're gonna let me see, present something. Just give me 1 second. Yes, what we're gonna do is like first create a job advertisement. You need to create a job advertisement, and first you need to have the job description, right? Sorry. First, you need to select like the company, your classmates company, or any other company in the problem. And then you need to have, for example, what you do, as a company. I mean, what does the company do? What is the company expertise? Or what do they do? And then we need to have the job description. Like we saw an example yesterday, a description of the job. And after this one, we need to have like the, let me see, the requirements, and also, for example, the skills that you need in that specific position. Skills, what you offer as a company, basically your benefits, right?
Your
Yes.
expectation, teacher. The expectation.
Which one?
No, we can ask for what is your expectation for a new job.
Of course, yes, right.
That could be.
Yeah, it could be, right, when you what you offer. Yeah, you can also include what you expect for the company, but in this case is like to create, right? For example, let's say Bimbo company, right? Sales executive, right? And then we are looking for a sales executive, someone that has minimal like 3 years experience on in the related area. So, and I don't know, you need to describe that, right? And then we are a company that dedicates to do this and this and this, and then you go to the requirements, the things that you're looking for. We need let's say a high, let's say what is it, high school diploma, or we need a technician, or we need an engineer, or we need a someone graduated in marketing, or I don't know, in economy or something related, skills, all right,
The degree that you
multitasking.
need.
Yes, all the requirements and the skills, the abilities, and what you offer. We offer a competitive salary, what, from Monday to Saturday, working hours and everything. You need to describe. Basically, you need to create a profile. I know that, yeah, that's why you do, some of you, right? That's why you drive all the benefits. Yeah, let me take a picture so then you can see it. Yes, the company, what the company does. You need to have the job description, the requirements that you need, the skills that you're looking for, why you offer benefits and everything, right? So then, and then you need to explain to the class, as it says in the what is it, in the book. Let me see.
Ya no me duele el dedo.
Espérame.
Just give me a moment. Okay, it's just not working, but that's what we're going to do. We have to present and create a job, let's say the profile, and present it. Let's say, for example, Vilma. Vilma, how often do you present some, do you require people in your company? How often do you post some profiles?
It depends because when it's a government change, it's like 3 to 5 years that people require like a massive changes.
So you change
in the
basically
company.
the whole company, everybody.
I mean, what they have is internal movements.
Okay, all right.
So people probably that is working in an office in La Union, for example, and they were asking for a moving to an office in La Paz, for example, and maybe when the government changed, people is considered to be moved to the place that they probably want, or they just throw the profiles and people ask for a specific job, or how do you say plaza?
Positions.
Position, yes. Oh, yes. I forgot.
So that's more
That's
internal.
how it works.
So people
Yes,
outside.
when that is full and nobody has applied, or there is the process is different, and they promote that in an external ways. So they do it as a, how do you say, concurso for the position.
Like a contest. There's a contest for the position.
Yeah, could be, yes, and it's public, so
Public. Everybody can
it's
apply.
different. Yes.
It's a little bit hard in some places because there's always people that have like hookups, like connections, right? So they know who's gonna get the job, and then the process sometimes is like about asking a lot of people for the interview, but they already have the person who's gonna take the position, but they need to
That's
follow the
true.
process sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Ouch. Yes. Hopefully that
Yes,
that
but
will
how
change one
is
day.
work?
I hopefully that will change one day, but here it's not.
Hopefully, yes.
Yes, but yeah,
Well,
hopefully
you
yes.
asked me.
Of course, yes, thank you. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I know a lot of experiences. I have a partner, a friend. He's a teacher and he's applying for the public institution. And then he went to a place that really fits his needs, right? Near where he lives, right? He knows the people and everybody, but when he went to apply, there were like 20 resumes waiting, like 20 people for one position. So then, and the principal told him, hey, you know what? You could be a good asset for the institution, but we have another one from the same place. It's just 2 blocks from the school, and and we're thinking that the job will be given to her. But thank you for applying. Imagine, right? That was very honest. But they already know, but they need to follow the process sometimes. Good. Now let's see how it goes. You need to create this job profile. Could be based on your company or someone else's company, your classmate or any other company. I don't know. You just need to describe that. That's what I need. Just give me a second. I'm going to give it time, and then you need to explain and describe that information. A job position. That's what you have to do. Okay, there you go. Hello, Tatiana. Rodolfo. Hello, Rodolfo. Hello, Rodolfo. Can you hear me? Do you see the invitation, Rodolfo? Hello, Rodolfo. Are you there?
Hello, sir. We
Hello.
need to do, hi, sir. We need to do all the description, right?
Well, if you can, yes, do the like to write the information that you need, or just to explain or try to talk the things that you need. For example, the job description. What is the job that you're looking? It's IT support. Okay,
IT
all right.
support, right?
IT support. Mm-hmm. IT support. So you're working with Tatiana, right? Tatiana is the one
Yeah,
writing.
Tatiana and Marla.
But I think Marla
I'm
is.
sure in the screen.
Yes. Let me see. Simply Marla. Yes. As me, I'm here. It's
Marla is like Charlie Chaplin today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Charlie
I know.
Chaplin.
Yeah. Sorry, Marla. I hope you get better, Marla. That's difficult.
Yeah.
Yes. Get better,
Marla,
Marla.
she can speak because yes.
Yeah, she can't. No, it's
The
difficult.
the yes.
You're
Her
better.
teeth were removed.
Yes.
Yes, it's correct to say it in this way.
The cordals. The cordals were removed.
Cornrows.
The cordals
Ah,
were removed. Yeah. And that's you need to rest a lot. Don't talk too much. Don't do physical efforts, right? And try to, drink something for the pain. Some painkillers. Eat a lot of ice cream. All right, maybe yes. Full-time, permanent state as soon as possible. Here's what we do, why we do it. All right. Yeah, it's basically explained. For example, we are looking for IT support, someone with these characteristics, and we need someone, and you describe the things. I send you, for example, some to the group. I think I send
Okay.
to the as an example, right, of a description, right? You describe
Okay.
in the position, what the company does. We are for example, let me see, sometimes here at Speak, when we post um, a job profile, we said okay, Speak Academy, right? We are an academy dedicated to provide English services and uh, to the teenagers, but also at the same time, we work with INSA for programs and some other associations that we have. That's the company description. And then we are looking for a proactive teacher, right? Teacher with proactiveness, someone who is very dynamic, that has the capacity to control big groups or small groups, and and then we explain all the requirements that we're looking for, and also the characteristics, and then at the end what we offer, the benefits. Yes,
Okay.
not necessarily to write, but discuss the things, and then talk, because then you need to explain,
Okay.
it,
Okay.
the things that you're looking for. Okay.
Okay. And at the end, we do a presentation with another guys,
Yeah,
or just talk
then
between us.
no, then you will have to present to the class. For example, okay, we are looking
Okay.
for IT support, but then you need to talk and explain what is IT support mean, what you're looking for, what do you need, the requirements, what you offer, the benefits. Yes, so we're gonna listen to you.
Okay.
All right, continue.
We can put we can put what we do.
What you do, right? What
Like
is the company? What does the company do? The company dedicates to
something
provide
short.
some. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In this line, I put our team goal is to solve our clients' IT issues related to Office 365 and Java, for example, and PHP
Okay.
and C++.
All right. Yeah, both of you, right? Including Tatiana. Right? Let me visit the other ones.
finish. We have a t-shirt.
You have it already?
Yes.
Okay.
The main parts, yes.
The main parts. Report to
Yes.
CEO, communication specialist shall be responsible to advise group of 5 accountants in different items. We're looking for candidates who meet the following criteria at around 35 years old. At around means like no older or younger. What is it?
Not older.
Not older than 35. Ouch. So
Yes.
I'm almost out of that profile.
Not older is the phrase that we have to use.
No, sometimes, for example, some companies they have from 25 to 35 years old.
Ah, okay.
So sometimes, right?
Okay. Okay.
Estratégica comunicación corporativa.
Okay.
From 30 to 35 years old. Ouch. All right.
Yes.
Very.
Yeah.
And why that? Why someone young?
Not
Because
so
of the
young.
years of experience. It has that
We
person
need someone
needs
with
16 years
experience.
of experience.
How many?
Now that I think it's too much.
16 years?
Yes, 16. Yes.
Maybe 6 years.
No, Leslie. The 16 years is the years of the experience of the company.
Oh, okay.
Of the company. Then
Ah,
maybe
I
it's
understand.
missing. Maybe it's missing the how many years about experience we need the person.
Like
This
2, 3, 5 years, maybe.
yes,
With that
yes.
age, if you're looking for 30 to 35, I think 5 years will be okay. 5 years of
Yes.
experience.
Yes. Yes, it's okay.
Male or female? Feminine. It's female.
Yes,
Female.
I don't know. Yes.
Female. Yes. And Malin,
Yes.
no, it's male. L-E.
How do you?
No, it's M-A-L-E. M-A.
Like the last part of female.
Uh-huh.
But no,
No, E.
male.
Male. E.
That's
All right.
No, with the
No, no.
without the
N.
NE.
Yes.
Just
Only,
male.
yes. Male.
Get rid of the N, the last N.
The last N.
Erase it.
The last N.
N. No, but you need to delete it.
I don't remember.
It is just male. With
Male.
Yes.
That's
like
it,
that, like
that's
that.
it.
Male.
Sorry. Yes.
Female or male, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. And yeah, so sometimes, you know, they specify, right? Some companies were looking for a female, right? Or a male. Yes.
Yes.
Some people, they take it, oh, that's discrimination. No, it's not. I don't think that's discrimination. It's just the requirements that a company needs, right? Yes.
And to tell you the truth, we are only female.
Really? Only females?
Yes, we are 11 female.
Okay. All right. No guys then. Okay,
No
we're
guys.
we're gonna go back in a moment, and we need to explain things, right? What you're looking for, right? Just give me a moment.
Okay.
So you're the first one then. Okay. It's in auto receive. It's an auto
What are
receive.
we going to do?
It has to be the opposite.
It has to be the opposite. All right. I got Leslie, Tatiana, and then Santa Maria, then Alexis, then Coto, then Ana. Okay. We're gonna go in that order. Yes, right now.
Me.
No. Oh.
Yes. I don't know. Looking some job advertisements is very interesting, especially for example on the I don't know before on the newspaper, right? Every Monday, the job sun or the job area on the newspaper, right? You could see all the positions, and that's how I got to work in at in a call center back in 2010. You know, I'm from La Union, and then I started in San Miguel, but in these places we don't have too many opportunities, right? Not many companies are there, so we don't have chances to work while you're studying. I was at the university, and then one day I was in the bus, and then I bought the newspaper. I don't know why. I had never done that before, so then I bought it, and then I started reading because it was a long trip, and then I got to this place, and I saw a lot of advertisements, right, requiring people like to work in call centers, different call centers, and I said, wow, sounds very interesting, right? So then with the cell phone, I send the email. I send an email with my information. I fill up just the small what is it? A profile that you need to send. And then when I got home, as soon as I got home, I received the call. And they told me, hey, we just received your email, and I don't know if you would like to work with us. And then I said, of course. I was nervous, but I said, okay, not a problem. And that's how I started. So I had the conversation, and then they told me, can you come on Monday for an interview here? And I said, what time? At 9 a.m. Nah, I'm from La Union. Give me more time. Okay, 11 a.m. Sure, no problem. So then like that, and I came guessing. I didn't know. On the newspaper, I saw it. And then I realized that there were many places to work, which we have never heard before. We had no idea, in my case, right? But here there are a lot of chances to work. But in the East, we don't. Good. Now let's see what Leslie and Claudia are gonna tell us. Listen to them. Okay.
Okay.
Claudia and
Claudia,
Leslie, is your turn.
he will share
Yes,
the screen.
I going to share.
Sure.
Okay. Yes. Can you watch the ad?
Yes, we can.
Well, first, I'm going to talk about fast about the company. Estratégica, we are a public relation agency with more than 16 years of experience in the Salvadorian market. And once we want to hire a communication specialist, this person has to report to the CEO and should be responsible to advise a group of 5 accounts of different items. We are looking for the candidates who meet the following criteria. From 30 criteria, sorry. From 30 to 35 years old, 5 years of experience, female or male, good communication and bright skills, and strategic and logical thinking and planning. Go ahead.
Okay.
Leslie.
And about the key responsibilities that the candidate must comply with, we have develop, monitor, and implement communication strategies with emphasis on public relations tactics, prepare speeches and corporate documents, direct and coordinate the work of the executives assigned to their portfolio of accounts, stay informed daily of the main news of the country and the Central American region, provide training to assign spokespersons, develop public opinion analysis, contribute to maintaining a stable and collaborative climate. The skills or competences that we are looking for in this position are most demonstrate knowledge in communication strategies, public relations statistics, and reputational crisis management, and also excellent ability to analyze, write, and structure messages. The main benefits for if you get the position or the job is that you're going to have a good salary up to $1,000 American dollars, not cryptomonedas. Schedule flexibility, dynamic work environment, and you will have a cell phone with unlimited Wi-Fi and monthly incentives. About the required education, sorry, go ahead.
Yes, about education and work experience, a bachelor degree in communication, preferably a master degree in organization communication with minimum of 5 years of experience in corporate communication. How to apply? You have to send your CVs. How do you say that, teacher?
Resume.
Resume.
Resume to the email. In this, we have the email and the date for
the latest August the 20th.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And when you said, for example, dynamic work environment, what do you mean by that? Dynamic work environment.
Yeah, for example, like it could be if you need working from home, it's up to you, or if you need to go to the office, and that the relationships that we have with the co-workers are very
a good
dynamic.
environment.
Okay. And
No
when it says, for
gossip people
example,
and things like
good
that.
salary
Gossip
up to, what do you mean up to? Because sometimes that's a little bit tricky, right? We go by the word up
Yes.
to.
This is the reason. This is the reason because we have to have the interview with the candidates and determine if we are going to give the 1,000 or more. It depends of the experience, the knowledge of the candidates, and how this person is show us that it has everything that we require to give the job.
To get the job, right? It's up to. That means that it could be like 7, 8, or 900, or up to 1,000.
Can you say to fulfill, teacher?
Maybe, yes. Yeah, because they say you can earn up to, right? And then sounds amazing, right? But then it says up to, is not exactly 1,000, right? But it could be. Yes. But yes, there are some. Yeah, this job profile is very how can I tell you, like a kind of a strict, right? You're looking for a lot of requirements. Master degrees preferable, right? 5 years of experience, not older than 35 years old. So that means that yes, you have to be a good a good student and a good employee. Yes, to get this kind of job.
It's an important position.
Yes.
That's about it, yeah, teacher.
If for the reason that we are very strict.
It's the face of the company.
If you demand, but if you demand master's degree, 1,000 is not enough.
Yeah, I'm agree.
Yes, I saw many many ads in that way. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Well.
Yeah, it could be, right? But yeah, when you a company is demanding, or in this case requiring even master degree, so that means that You know, Sarah
But
is
this in the tension we said, or we specific that
preferable,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, she said,
that we
she
have.
says so.
Yes.
All right, all right.
I
Item. Yes. Who's next? Who did I say was next? Okay,
okay.
thank you,
Okay.
Claudia and Leslie.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Oh yes. Okay, Tatiana. Good. You're next, Tatiana. Tatiana, who you and let me see, and Rodolfo, I think.
Yes, Vladimir, I
Uh-huh.
think so. And I don't know.
Let me share the screen.
All right.
Yeah.
Uh, the name of the company, ABC Solution. Our position is an IT support. A position is a full-time position with a permanent contract. So the start date is as soon as possible. And continue, we continue with what we offer and what the new element do in the company. And we will work together to simplify business IT. We IT with cloud technology and focus on what really matters, making people's lives better, discovering how to, and we put an example of a website to apply. And what we do, the team goal is solve our client IT issues related to Office 365, Java, PHP, C++, and what we search to our team, a person will contribute to the goal of the company, offering quality with the technical support IT. We have clients around the world, and the success is solving uh, the customer's needs, the technical issues, and personalized interactions with different kind of people. And I don't know if Tatiana, you want to continue with the job description?
And yes, confirm new technical issues every single day. And
Mayor,
resolve the issues
mayorly
majorly with, I don't know,
in tune.
Intune.
Intune
Mhm.
I don't know.
is a software to support is connect apps, mobile apps with the close of the management to IT people.
Okay.
Okay. And resolve technical issues for customer, identify the causes, support the client. I don't know how do you pronounce that?
Remotely.
Remotely by using virtual ma
Machines.
machines, find and carry out solutions, and use your solid customer service skills. We always put our partners' happiness first.
Okay.
And if you have at least half, you have a great chance to receive all a call from us.
If
Some
you have a,
experience in taking,
uh-huh. Go ahead.
yes,
Continue. Yeah, I'm sorry.
um, okay, some experience in taking care of customer in coach.
In
Rap,
a
I don't know,
rapidly moving environment.
rapidly moving environment, and desire to develop yourself in the technology of the future. In tune, I don't
In
know.
tune.
I don't
Okay.
understand.
Good. And what do you
Okay,
what do you
Microsoft
mean?
Office.
Okay, thank
I
you.
don't understand this word.
Okay, don't worry. Yes, but for example, what do you mean when you said if you have at least half, you have a great chance to receive a call
Half.
from us? Mhm. If you have at least half, what is that, Rodolfo? What do you mean by that? At least half. If you had at least half.
When the people who apply the company have part of the bullets with the we are searching in the, I don't know if the correct way is candidate or
Candidates, or you
yeah.
can say yeah, candidates. Basically it's candidates. Okay, so at least the half of what you're looking for, so they might receive a call.
Yeah, the people who cover this requirement to have an option and start to work.
Okay.
And the skill is communication, because it's a continue way to work with the clients and organization, because it's a position to work with different people in the company with probably a small or big thing, and it's required management skills, problem solving, because nowadays all business turn around application or IT solutions. After quarantine, a lot of people work or do home office, and they need solutions immediately. And adaptively, because they can work with different client in different industry or different emotion or kind of people, and they need adapt the solution to this company. And the benefits: medical insurance, scholarship support in 50%, and 15 salaries every year.
That's great.
15 salaries. Okay, how do
15.
you 15? You got the 12, and how do you split the other 3?
The, how do you say aguinaldo?
Christmas bonus.
The Christmas bonus normally is paying if we work about, say, the law is not different day,
Not the complete
depends.
salary.
Yeah, and we pay a complete. And mid-year bonus is another one, and in June and in February, because normally here in El Salvador, we try to how do you say emular or
Help for the schools?
yeah, it's
How do you say what? What?
Como like emular or
Emular?
copy or copiar.
Emulate.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Simulate the bonus in different companies in the financial sector. They give a bonus in February for scholars. For scholars when they have child in the schools, or if somebody is still studying in the university.
They
It
present
sounds-
the enrollment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds too perfect, right? To have this kind of benefits from a company that will give you this kind of incentive at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end of the year. Sounds perfect. But yes, it's not
I work
always.
for them better than that.
Really?
In 1987.
Okay.
We have,
In my
we
case,
have
I
16 salaries a year.
Ouch. Okay.
It
I,
was, do you know, maybe somebody knows, it was
I
Unisola, now it's Unilever.
Yeah, that was a
How
great.
many salary did you say? Lisa?
16 and a half. Mhm.
yeah,
You work with
I
the
have friends they will
principal.
receive 16
It was
salary a
Unisola,
year.
now it's Unilever, but they have changed. Now they don't have all those salaries.
Ah, sobresueldos.
You got it,
They,
Ernesto. You got it.
Yeah.
they obligate you or they,
Bonito.
¿cómo se dice, teacher?
Salario
Obligar.
bonito.
They
Lisette,
Demand,
we are going to
demanding.
see you in the Congress.
I got a friend that he
they
got
demand to they demand the employees to earn
his name is Sánchez
10%
Serén.
of the salary
Okay.
monthly, and they give you 10% more. But you cannot touch this money until you go to with vacations.
I
Yeah.
think that you are unwrapping a lot of fruits.
Here in El Salvador, normally the banks and insurance company, they is between 14 and 15, depending if at the end of the year they have a profit in the company. Normally between March and April, they distribute a little percent in the employees.
I think. Okay. Yeah, it could be. There are some great companies. Yeah. I don't know. I think, for example, from my point of view, these kind of electricity companies, I think they are the best well-paid companies. I think.
Yeah.
Yes. I think Vanessa won't let me lie, right? Yes, I met some people from these companies that, man, that they have good. Everything is for example, a salary, right? Like the beginning of the year salary, the middle of the year no salary. By December there's a salary, and also there's a bonus, which is another salary, and you have a vacation, which is another salary, right? So that's amazing, right?
But just like her teacher.
Just
It's
like
not my
hell.
case.
It's not
Yes.
your case.
No.
Geotérmica.
Yeah.
Let's move to La Geo.
Yeah, La Geo is like the, I don't know, like the top in this company. No, but even some other companies, like the ones that produce electricity, they have good compensations. I know that it's a very difficult job, right, and dangerous, but they have good compensations. Good, thank you. I know that
Yeah.
we don't have more time for another one, but thank you. I know it's time, and so I'll see you tomorrow. Friday is coming. So thank you, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Have a great evening.
Okay, see you guys.
See
Good
you.
night. Bye.
See you.
Good night,
Bye.
teacher.
Bye bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye bye.